The finance side of university is probably the number one.
It's very daunting, and you don't actually take much in when you're 17 in college, actually, to how much money it is.
I wasn't really worried about debt at all, I don't think, if I'm honest.
Everything my son's got is all, he has to pay back, or someone has to pay back.
Because I thought the student loan, I thought that's to deal with in the future when I've got a job.
It's not, nothing's been given to him as such, and I'm sure there'll be many, many parents in that situation.
Yes, they can take loans. The tuition fees they're paid up front. You don't have to pay anything back till later. We understood the premise of the idea that the government scheme had.
My parents were definitely worried about the debt that I was getting into. I think they thought it would be a bit like a bank loan.
First of all, make sure that we could help them out.
Get some shopping when we're down here. We fill his car with petrol. We might pay for him to join the gym, and indirectly we do things.
And then in terms of like an overdraft, I thought, oh, well, it's 0%, so I'm not paying interest on that. So I wasn't really too concerned about that either.
Be careful with money, be careful on what you spend.
Yeah, very apprehensive about that, but the more we looked into it, we spoke to various people, the university, UCAS, there wasn't really any issue.
Me and my daughters, we decided to kind of look at it as a positive.
And a lot of form filling in. With Finance England and doing all of those different things.
Keep your P60s from the previous years coming in.
She would take all the loans necessary. Whatever she has left is what she lives on. And if it's not enough, she'll get a job. That was the idea.
So part-time work and my university degree has been quite easy.
Initially, it was okay living off general finance that you get from the government and whatever.
Because of the type of job I've had, because I work as a student ambassador.
I work at Greg's.
Ella has got a part-time job at Tesco's.
McDonald's.
Football writer.
And a student mentor for the university.
I've worked part-time every year of university that I've been here.
It makes it easier to be flexible because they understand the commitments that you have to your course.
It's a good way to kind of keep up your income, because student loan can deplete quite quickly if you don't keep an eye on it.
And my workload kind of fluctuates according to university, so when I'm really busy I just tell them I can't do a lot of hours, I've just got to cut back.
And they do work around their courses.
And it's led to other opportunities as well, so over the years I've written for the Metro and the local newspaper Portsmouth News, and that's been a really fun experience.
As soon as you got towards the end of the year, for summer now, I've found that there's a lot more months that has to cover than when you're actually at the university.
And I found that a lot of my friends that have jobs as well, they're in the same position. Obviously being a university student, they know there are going to be times when you can do hours and times you can't do hours. Most part-time jobs are quite understanding about that, especially if you get a job within the university as well.
So they're okay with maybe having loads of work over summer, but then not as much throughout the term time.
It's been a lot longer than normal, so I've found that I've had to spend less every month, and then I was going on holiday, so I wanted some new bikinis and stuff. So I wanted to get all of that, so that's kind of made me go to zero in my bank.
In the first year, if you move into halls of residence, that's taken out of your hands. I never had to pay for bills, that's included in my rent.
I had supported myself on my own earnings working full-time, so I was used to having my own money.
So now I do need a job.
Weekend where he gets work Saturday and Sunday, because then it pays his transport and earns him a bit of money.
The student finance department were brilliant. They explained it all step by step.
They gave us much more information in 2 minutes than we had been able to find anywhere. And that's when they said you realise it's not a huge lump sum payback. It's over a period of time. It's related to what he's earning. If he's going for a job that's a low earner, he won't be paying back till he gets to a certain threshold. Because I was having visions of him starting a job on a low income and having half of this going out, and I'm thinking, well, are we going to end up supporting him till he's 40?
They were worried that my loan wasn't going to cover everything, but it's worked out fine. I've managed it myself. I think they're quite surprised that I managed it myself, but I got there.
Your situation, or some people's situations, are slightly more precarious than others, and I think universities are always really good at making sure that they kind of support their students.
It was a case of weighing up the pros and the cons to a certain extent.
You do get worried about the loan that you come out with, but the point of going to university is that you would end up getting those higher paid jobs to pay off that loan afterwards.
There was a case of, how badly did I want to do this degree?
He's got to get the university degree, and this is something you've got to do.
In the end, I think it was an easy decision, to be honest. It did make me worried, but I'm very glad I made that decision as well.
So that's kind of the whole reason behind it, and that's kind of justification that the loan will be worth it in the end because you get those better jobs.
Going to university isn't just about doing a course,
more than just doing your uni work.
It's because it really helps you get to know new people.
When you're picking your GCSEs, pick something that you love, something that you're good at, and something that you think is going to be useful.
No matter what course you do, it's not so much about what specific subjects you learn within that course, it's about the skills that you develop during that course.